Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
The war in Gaza can end tomorrow morning if, with only two simple things. The return of our hostages. We still have 48 hostages that were kidnapped from their homes on October 7th in Gaza Strip, and with Hamas laying down its arms. And I emphasize the second thing because the second thing also guarantees the future of Gaza and the Palestinians, a different future, released from the oppressive and terrorist regime of Hamas. We will be more than happy to reach to this objective with political means, with diplomatic means, instead of military means.
The Danish Prime Minister, Foreign Minister.
It goes without saying that we demand that all Israeli hostages in Gaza are released immediately. And we have said that frequently and from day one, also Israel's right to self-defense. But it doesn't change the fact that we are extremely concerned about the humanitarian disaster in Gaza. And that's why I used the opportunity today to repeat our calls for Israel to stop the military offensive in Gaza, to ensure immediate and unhindered humanitarian assistance. And I also expressed our deep concern by the expansion of settlements in the West Bank. And I reiterated Denmark's offer to help assisting with the treatment of patients from Gaza in East Jerusalem or the West Bank.
With the Prime Minister at that stage.
We strongly believe that peace, long-lasting peace in this region must be based on a sovereign Israel and a Palestinian state living peacefully together. And I'm not naive. I know this is extremely difficult, but it's something we should work hard to achieve. We are not ready yet to recognize, but our position is that we cannot allow anyone to have a de facto veto over the Danish position. Our position so far has been that we are ready to recognize when there is a negotiated two-state solution.
Because I think it is totally not constructive. Secretary Rubio told, as you know, there is also a huge opposition in the Israeli public today for a Palestinian state, which is understood. Today, to establish a Palestinian state will jeopardize our security. This is why we opposed it, and I said it very clearly. But it's legitimate to have a different opinion like the EU has traditionally, but eventually this issue should be agreed by the parties themselves. And the only thing I see that this move is bringing, this move that President Macron had initiated, is instability and the push for every player to do unilateral steps. It's not bringing not peace, not security, not stability. So what for? Elaborate. That issue was also discussed between. So we go to Ramallah. Yeah.
I shall now put the draft resolution to the vote. Will those in favor of the draft resolution contained in document S/2024/312 please raise their hand? Okay, we've been recorded 12, right? Okay. Those against? Thank you. Abstentions? The result of the vote is as follows. 12 votes in favor, 1 vote against, 2 abstentions. The draft resolution has not been adopted owing to the negative vote of a permanent member of the Council.
הכוונה של מספר מדינות באירופה להכיר במדינה פלסטינית היא פרס לטרור. 80% מהפלסטינים ביהודה ושומרון תומכים בטבח הנורא של ה-7 באוקטובר. לרוע הזה אסור לתת מדינה. זאת תהיה מדינת טרור, היא תנסה לבצע שוב ושוב את הטבח של ה-7 באוקטובר, ולזה לא נסכים. פרס לטרור לא יביא שלום, והוא גם לא יעצור אותנו מלנצח את החמאס.
Regjeringen har besluttet at Norge vil anerkjenne staten Palestina. Norges anerkjennelse vil tre i kraft 28. mai. Norge vil med det anse Palestina som en uavhengig, selvstendig stat med alle de rettigheter og plikter som dette innebærer.
Representative Vice President Josep Borrell, Prime Minister of Palestinian Authority Mohammad Mustafa, and Minister of Foreign Affairs of Norway Espen Barth Eide.
These efforts, these announcements, these meetings are key building blocks towards making Palestine independent, sovereign, viable state a reality.
At the meeting of the Council of Ministers that will be held today, the government of Spain will approve the official recognition of Palestine as a state. With this decision, Spain joins the more than 140 countries that already recognize Palestine. This is a historic decision that has a single goal: to contribute to achieving peace between Israelis and Palestinians. We will focus all our efforts to implement the two-state solution and make it a reality.
Firstly, thank you for your own words of leadership in relation to this, which I wholeheartedly endorse. In the West Bank, in Gaza, in refugee camps, in Ireland, those who join us in the Dáil today, around the world, we here in Ireland, we see you, we recognise you, we respect you, and today Ireland formally recognises the State of Palestine. Ger Margaret.
Thank you, Taoiseach Tánaiste.
53 poslank in poslancev je navzočih, 52 jih je glasovalo za, proti pa nihče. Ugotavljam, da je sklep sprejet. Republika Slovenija je priznala
From Kamala, please, now. Yeah, sorry.
Ah putain, wow!
En ce moment, il est difficile de parler de la reprise d'un processus de paix et d'une discussion politique.
So today, as part of this process towards peace, I can confirm the UK will recognise the State of Palestine by the United Nations General Assembly in September unless the Israeli government takes substantive steps to end the appalling situation in Gaza, agree to a ceasefire and commit to a long-term sustainable peace, reviving the prospect of a two-state solution.
For the reasons I cited earlier, Canada intends to recognize the State of Palestine at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in September 2025. This intention is predicated on the Palestinian Authority's commitment to much-needed reforms, including commitments by the Palestinian Authority's President Abbas to fundamentally reform its governance, to hold general elections in 2026 in which Hamas can play no part, and to demilitarize the Palestinian state.
عادة دائما بنسمع كلام ولكن إن شاء الله هالمرة تكون الأمور مختلفة نشوف إشي على أرض الواقع اعترافات وقوف معنا لوقف هذه الإبادة والملحمة اللي بتصير فينا كل يوم والمجازر والمجاعة اللي وصلت لأقصى حد فينا وفي شعبنا في قطاع غزة.
Today I can confirm that at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in September, Australia will recognise the State of Palestine. Australia will recognise the right of the Palestinian people to a state of their own, predicated on the commitments Australia has received from the Palestinian Authority. We will work with the international community to make this right a reality.
Been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing.